Hey everyone, it's Abby from Abby Does Everything Vegan. Yesterday I got on my Instagram and posted that I was going to be doing a Q&A and asked you guys to give me some good questions. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, I am Abby, not Abby. I got some really great questions from you guys and I'm so grateful for that. What is happening to my voice? So I went through the list and picked a couple of them. So yeah, let's get to answering. Just gonna take a sip of my coffee. First question came from Ashley and she wants to know, what is the hardest thing about transitioning into a vegan diet? I think the hardest thing about personally me transitioning into a vegan lifestyle was just getting into the mindset. If you're not 100% committed to doing it, then it's just not gonna work out for you. Also, if you go into it thinking you're going to fail or thinking you're going to go back to your old ways, then it's not going to work out for you. You have to be very committed and very devoted to being vegan. Our next question comes from Amy and she wants to know, what non-vegan food do you miss the most? I get this question all the time. Like, if you could just eat one thing, just what would it be? Honestly, I don't miss most non-vegan foods. Like, I don't miss eating meat and I don't miss eating cheese. I really do miss the convenience of getting some things. Like, one thing I really do miss is just being able to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get a glazed donut. Like, I love donuts. I love vegan donuts, but just being able to go down the street and get a donut would be amazing. So I do miss the convenience of getting stuff like that, but I don't technically miss the food in general. I guess I don't miss most non-vegan food because I can make most of it vegan myself, so I miss it, right? Our next question is from Emmy. And she's asking me, when you open a salon, will it be strictly vegan? If you guys didn't know, I am in school to be a licensed cosmetologist, which I'm so excited about. Yes, when I do open my first salon myself, it is going to be 100% cruelty-free, 100% vegan, because that is who I am and that is what I am passionate about. I'm also passionate about cosmetology. I can thankfully incorporate both of those things into my career. Where I go to school now, all our products in our salon are vegan, which is awesome, and I love that, and I want to continue to do that throughout my career. Becca wants to know, do you think you'll be vegan for the rest of your life? That is an awesome question. One I get quite frequently, actually. It's hard to say if you think you're gonna do something for the rest of your life. It's a little hard to swallow thinking you're gonna do something for the rest of your life. I hope I can continue this for the rest of my life. That is all I can do, is hope. I never know where I'm gonna be in 20 years from now or even 10 years from now, but I hope I can continue to be compassionate towards animals and be good to my body and my earth and my environment. So all I can say is I hope I can be vegan for the rest of my life. Riley wants to know when we're gonna make vegan slime. You guys, like this video right now if you want to see me and Riley make some vegan slime. I found some really cool vegan glue on Amazon. I don't know if the slime thing is like dead or whatever, but I thought it would be really fun. So give this video a big thumbs up right now. Melissa wants to know, why did you decide to become vegan? This is a huge question. I don't think at first I did not decide to become vegan. At first I wanted to become healthy. I wanted to lose some weight. So I decided to cut out red meat. I thought that would be good for me. And it was. It went really well. I said, let's keep going. So I cut out all pork, and then I cut out all chicken, and then I cut out all fish, and after a couple months I was a full vegetarian and it was awesome. After that I decided to do some research about veganism and animal cruelty and watch a bunch of documentaries, and honestly that changed my perspective on everything. I didn't really understand what went on in the food industry and how we got our food and where it came from and how those animals were treated. So after watching those, I got a totally new perspective on life, basically. And that's when I decided to go fully vegan. It was difficult at first, I'll admit. Giving up eggs and dairy was not easy, and I did struggle with it for a couple months. But eventually I realized that I was doing this for the right reasons, not just for my own health, but for all of the animals and for our environment. So great question. Another really good question was asked by Erin, and it's, if you have children, will you raise them to be vegan? This is another really loaded question. I personally want to have kids. I would want to raise my children to be vegan until they can make their own decision. As a parent, you can only do so much to influence your child. After one point, they're gonna do whatever they think is right. So if I can educate my kids and steer them in the right directions like most parents would do, I will definitely be doing that to my kids. Yes, I will raise my children to be vegan. Next question comes from Jamie, and it says, did you notice any differences in your health, energy, mood, and overall well-being when you first became vegan? At first, it was a very big shock to my body when I became vegan. I don't think I transitioned as well as I should have, even though I did cut out the meat very gradually. Basically just replaced the meat that I was eating with the processed fake meat, which I didn't think was a bad thing because I read that most people try to use fake meat to just transition in, but it really took a toll on my body and made me gain a bunch of weight. Because I was eating so much processed food, I felt very tired all the time. I felt very moody. I had a lot of doubts about going vegan at that point. I didn't think it was for me. After doing some research, I found out a more whole food lifestyle would be the best pick for me, and that is what I try to live by now. I don't really eat many processed foods anymore. Try to eat whole fruits and vegetables as much as I can. Ever since I took that step, I have felt great. I have way more energy. I find myself to be a lot happier and more good moods than bad moods. I would say going vegan was the best thing for my health, my mental health, just my all-around well-being. I got a couple questions in my comments just about my favorite food, my favorite restaurant, so I figured let's just jam-pack them all in and just hash it out. I don't want to be like that typical vegan, but my favorite food is tofu. I hate that that's my favorite food, but I love tofu. You can basically turn tofu into anything. It takes on whatever flavor you give it to, and it has such a great texture to it. And people are always shocked when I say tofu is my favorite food, but if it's cooked right, it's delicious. My favorite restaurant, I live in Connecticut, so there's not a ton of vegan restaurants in Connecticut. One of the better ones I've been to in Connecticut is called Ion, and it is in Middletown, and their menu is awesome. It ranges from burgers to soups to salads to any kind of food you can think of. My favorite thing to get there is, oh my gosh, here it comes again. They have southern fried tofu. It is like it tastes like fried chicken bites. It is so crunchy and spicy and just freaking delicious. Another good restaurant is Passiflora, and it is in New Hartford, Connecticut. It's just a little tea shop, very small, very cute. They have awesome teas, awesome vegan desserts. They have a vegan Reuben. I've never had a normal Reuben before, but this vegan Reuben is freaking awesome. They take tempeh, rye bread, the sauerkraut, vegan Swiss cheese, vegan Thousand Island dressing, and like, you just can't beat it. It is so, so good. I go there all the time just to get that sandwich. I can't find it anywhere else that good. So that's basically it for this video, you guys. Thank you to everyone that I mentioned in this video that gave me those awesome questions. You guys are the bomb. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up down below if you liked it, and comment down below what you want to see me do next. This has been Abby Does Everything Vegan. I'll see you next week. Peace out.